Hey everybody, it's Gunpla. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a fun little review for you guys. I finally put this kit together and I'm so excited to show you guys and talk about it. It is the, hold the phone. Ta-da! If you couldn't tell from the thumbnail already, which always gives it away. Yes, I know. But here it is, the box art. Now, I have been eyeing this guy for a while. I mean, before I get sidetracked, let me just say, if you guys are new into Gunpla and don't know where to start, I highly suggest any kit from the Origin lines. They're absolutely amazing. I love them. They're affordable. They're great. They're so well articulated. So you can kind of already guess where this review is going to be headed in terms of do I approve or do I not approve. But anyways, yes, this guy's amazing. So let me just say that off the bat. So there's actually, from what I remember, there was two of these because when I was shopping, I saw two of them. And this one comes with this giant heat hawk or axe, whatever you want to call it, and it has an effect part. So it's like, oh, I need to have this guy because I think the other one has a bazooka. From what I remember, I think it's a bazooka. Because I was kind of confused. I was like, why are there two of these? But that tends to be a reoccurring theme with Gunpla, is that there's so many variants. So anyways, before I keep rambling on, the full name is the MS-06R-1A Zaku 2 High Mobility Type Principality of Xeon Black TriStar Youth Mobile Suit Ortega. That's a mouthful. Yes, this guy's quite the name. Let me show you guys these sides of the box. Here you can see the giant heat hawk. Here's the effect part. And the other side. Now, I am biased because I really like, first of all, I really like Zaku's. Second of all, I like the TriStars because I like purple. And this is like such a pretty purple. It's not like a deep color purple, but it's like a pastel kind of baby purple, which is right up my alley, like almost like a lilac. So I think it's so gorgeous. I have this one, and I think I have a master grade as well. I have a few TriStars. All right, so before I continue to ramble on as I normally do, let's get into today's review. All right, so let us take a peek at the manual. Here's the front page. Some information right here, all in Japanese, no English, unfortunately. You get some colored sections. Pretty straightforward. Okay, let us take a look at everything that comes in the box. You do get one sticker sheet, which I have used a little bit, 4 different kinds of hands, 2 heat hawks, 1 rifle, and an extra ammo pack. And my favorite thing about this kit, the giant heat hawk. This thing is absolutely massive. It's so cool. That's why I had to get this kit. You get a display stand, which is really nice. Okay, so here he is all put together, snapped. I did lightly panel line him, gray and black on the darker colors. So I added a little bit of detail and I did put some stickers on, but not a whole bunch. So this is pretty much what you're gonna get right out of the box. All right, let's get started into articulation. All right, so for the head, you can look up just so slightly and down, and then a full 360 all the way around. One thing is I actually had to super glue this piece right in the front because it just kept popping off and I didn't want to lose it. So this part I actually had to super glue. Okay, and the eyeball, mono eye, is actually movable. Here you move this little lever and it moves the eye. So in case you didn't know, now you know. For the shoulder, they can come out pretty far. As you can see here, this thing moves out and back inside. So he's got a good range of motion, moving forwards and backwards. His shoulder armor is able to move down like this and back into place. And there's a decent amount of elbow articulation. He can do the full wrap around here. There's also a joint here, and he can swivel full 360. For the hand, it's a ball joint, so fully articulated. You can do a 360 however way you want to pose it. Now for the other arm, this is on a ball joint, so it can swivel forward, backward, a little bit up and down. Now for here in the waist, there is a slight ab crunch. I don't know if the camera will get it. You can see here it moves up and down. So you can pull off pretty decent poses. You guys can see the arch right in there. It's just a little dark, so it's hard to show. So he does have movement here, which is really nice. I love that. And it's not restricted by the tubing here either, so it's pretty good. He can definitely crunch forward very well. So for the side skirts, the front are openable and closable, or Yeah, as I like to call it. The side ones are also articulated, so you can kind of swivel them around. I forgot to mention as well, here are the holes in the side skirts. You are able to attach his weapons to there as well. Taking a look at the back skirt does not move. That's pretty standard for most of these Zaku high grades. Here in the backpack, there's not much articulation. These can be moved a little bit up and down, but that's it. These little flaps don't move, although it would have been nice, but you know, overall, I think the backpack looks really nice though. I'm digging it. Okay, so let us take a peek at his delicious thunder thighs. I mean, this is a thick boy. So up here, he can do a full 360 all the way around. And he's got pretty decent bend here at the knee, although it starts to hit this, so he's got very bulky thighs or calves, unfortunately. But he can do pretty much a good 90-degree bend right here, a little bit more than 90 actually. He can kick out very well due to how well these side skirts are. He can kick forward due to the movement of the front skirt. It doesn't hinder that. The calf here has got a lot of stuff going on, but there's not much in terms of movement or articulation. For the foot, he is pretty well articulated. He can go inward pretty far, outward, down, up, and then there's even some articulation here in the back heel. It's not much, but you guys can see. It's a little bit, and I'll take that. That's really nice. And that's pretty much it in terms of the articulation of this little cutie. Now I want to show you guys to use this little effect part. You actually have to open this up, and then once it's open, there's a little notch in there, and you put it in like this. Oop. It's kind of hard to do this and look at the camera. And it snaps just like that, and there it is inserted. I really want to clear coat this, like a green or a blue. I think it'll look a lot nicer than this just plain white, but it still looks really nice though. It's a really well done effect part, I think. It shows the momentum or movement, and I really like it. And it holds the weight pretty well. As you can see, it's not knocking over. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I officially give up with this display stand because I cannot get these two pieces to come apart, and I've been struggling for 5 minutes plus. So I was trying to show you guys how he would look with the axe, you know, in motion, like how he has on the box art, but holy cow, was that a challenge to do. I think you guys can still see how epic he looks holding that big axe swinging down. I think it looks absolutely fantastic, hence why I was duking it out with that display stand, but yeah, Bandai, y'all need to come up with a better strategy because the one you guys included for free sucked. Alright, so let us do a little bit of a size comparison here so you guys can see how big or small he really is. Here he is next to the high grade revived Zaku. As you can see, the Origins one's a little bit taller than this one. So he's a pretty good size. And then here he is next to a Master Grade 3.0 RX-78-2. Okay, so now for my final thoughts for this kit. I'm going to say I'm honestly going to give it a I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. I just can't think of anything that I don't like about this kit, that I have any issues with. Honestly, I think it's just perfect. Perfect. Yes. It has a good amount of accessories. Articulation is fantastic. I like the way it was designed. I like the coloring. It's got so much surface detail. I just overall, I literally have nothing bad to say. Well, there is a minor one. Is the little chin piece right here that I had to glue. I think I mentioned it in the video because it kept popping off. That's probably the only main issue I had with the kit, really, is that this kept popping off and I was afraid I was going to lose it, so I did have to super glue it, or I used thin cement. So probably that's really my only issue. I mean, I think this kit is really well done, and if you guys haven't already added this to your collection, I highly suggest you do, especially if you like Zaku's, because I just think this guy's fantastic. He's got shelf presence. I mean, I could go on and on for days about why I like this kit. He's affordable, so it's not like you're gonna pay $50 for this high grade either. And then that giant heat hog, it's just so cool, and you get a free effect part. Another negative well, if you see it as a negative. For me, I don't like that the effect part is clear. Kind of wish they added some color to it, but that's something that you could fix with an airbrush. You could spray on like a clear colored, you know, blue, red, yellow, green, whatever kind of effect you're going for, and that would definitely, you know, make it more lively. So that's probably my second thing is, I mean, I wouldn't even say it's a negative. I'm just being really picky at this point, but I definitely recommend this. I give this kit a solid 10 out of 10 for me. Double thumbs up. Like I said, if you haven't built it, go for it already. And I think that's where I'm going to finalize my thoughts. This guy's perfect. I must say he's perfect. And that coloring is just, he's so beautiful. I just love that purple. I'm obsessed. I like that purple. So yeah, anyways, that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you around for the next one. Adios. And as always, a big thank you to all the people over on my Patreon for supporting my channel, especially those in my gold tier who are Rico Stealth and Chris Wright, my silver tier, Biblo Jack 4 and Jesus Ramirez and Michael Lyons, and all of my ultimate fans, Andrew Chang, Allison Yancey, David Sikora, Gregory Fraser, Hassan Boz, Mahdi, and Michael Lawrence. Thank you guys for all the support.